Hey Internet, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Yes, I'm finally back, and out there is a creeper and wow, what a busy week, Let me at first store some things in my inventory. I could create some more arrows. Let me just do this. Yeah, let me do this. Some feather and how do I create an arrow? I think I need some sticks, right? And like this? Yeah, like this. Okay, this is cool. So let me... 17 arrows. Well, this is good. This is good. Okay, this is enough for me. Let me store now all the items back in my inventory or in my chest. I can get rid of the spider eye. And can I store something else? No, no. Okay, so let's venture out. And yeah, what happened? The last week, or I spent the last week in, there's a skeleton, in Berlin, because I had there several appointments, and most of the other time I spent there... Oh, wait, let me at first, before I deal with this guy, grab my diamond sword. And most of the other time, apart from my appointments, I spent for translating the Buzz Aldrin Space Program Manager game, because as I already talked about this, I'm currently the translator for this game to translate it to German. And well, this is a quite interesting task, and during this week, a lot of new content arrived. Why I'm doing this with my diamond sword. This is dangerous. And yeah, so a lot of new content arrived, and I'm stuck here. And yeah, so basically what I did in Berlin was I was sitting at my computer and I was translating the game strings to German, or I was taking care of my appointments, so I went to the meetings or to the other things I had to do. And yeah, so it was a really busy week. And now I'm back. Now I'm back at my usual desk, and I finally have some time to record the new coffee break. And yeah, so the translation process and makes good progress. And yeah, right now I'm having a more or less translated version of the game, and I'm playing it right now to check out if there are any typos left, or if there are any errors left, or if I can, or if I have to change something. And well, this is pretty cool, and it's pretty interesting after you have worked quite a long time only with the text editor, and suddenly you are able to see the text inside the game, and suddenly the game is in German. And well, this is pretty cool and pretty interesting. But on the other hand, it's also pretty interesting when you load up the game and within the first few minutes you see, oh dang, there's a typo, and I was so sure that I have proofread every part of the string files and that there are no errors left and anything like this. And well, suddenly, oh, I'm out of... We need to grab some more leather. Then I... No, not chest. Then I do have a lot of wheat, so I can create a lot of bread. No, like this. Okay, then I can store the other materials like the wool and the cobblestone. And can I store something else? Well, I could... Oh no, I like to keep this dirt because I'm not quite sure if I have to do some... What? There was something burning. Okay. Have I the bucket? Yes, I do have the bucket in my inventory. This is good. So yeah, this is pretty cool, and now I'm fixing issues, or I see that, okay, this part of the text is maybe not good enough. I have to improve it a little bit. So a lot of Q&A work is currently going on, and well, yeah, this is an interesting thing. And apart from the translation work, as I already said in the previous episodes of the Coffee Break, I'm also doing my studies with Kerbal Space Program, and so I'm about to evaluate the surveys I've made and ouch, and getting their results. And well, next, or the upcoming Tuesday is the next date for a Kerbal Space Program session, so I'm looking forward to this, and I have to do some preparations for this. And I'm currently here. This is a good reminder because I have to record one part of the game with like not like let's play, but just to demonstrate how the students can achieve a certain thing within the game. So I have to do this within the next days. And here, what else is going on? So a lot of exciting things were going on, and here, then on Tuesday, no, not Tuesday, on Thursday, I returned back home to Bayreuth, and now I'm back again. And as you can see, I'm now finally again able to record the Sunday episode of. No, this was the wrong thought or the wrong block. And yeah, I'm now able to record once again an episode, and this is pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to. And well, what else is going on? Then during the last week, we had a Russian EVA. This was pretty interesting to watch and to follow because their task was to get rid of two old antennas mounted to the outside of one of the Russian segments of the International Space Station. And at first they had to disconnect the old cables and they had to unbolt their antennas. And well, their solution to get rid of the this is always dangerous. I have always the feeling that I might drop down here, so much better. And well, their solution to the antenna was, okay, let's throw it away. And over time, the atmosphere of the Earth will capture these antennas and they will disintegrate. And well, this is an interesting concept of getting rid of unused material. Like, okay, let's throw it away from the International Space Station, and we get rid of it. And yeah, so this was cool. And speaking about re-entries, yesterday on Saturday, the Dragon capsule that spent about 5 weeks at the International Space Station was released. And well, the Dragon capsule is fitted with a heat shield, so this thing is able to return back or to safely return back to the surface of the Earth and to deliver some experiments and some data from the International Space Station. So this is pretty amazing. And yeah, yesterday they unberthed the Dragon capsule and then they released it and it made its descent and its re-entry. And according to Twitter, the landing was a success. So now they are recovering the scientific data and they are the scientific data and they are delivering it to the scientists. And well, this is also pretty cool. And well, speaking about spaceflight, next week is a pretty busy week because, um, according to my calendar, 3 launches are scheduled. So we do have on Monday the launch of the Antares rocket with the Cygnus spacecraft. The Cygnus spacecraft is like the Dragon capsule supply mission for the International Space Station. And wait, let me just check one thing. I wanted to have this height. I think I wanted to have this at this height, right? Why is there another block? Do I really have, or do I wanted to have it one block? No. I wanted to have it this height, right? Right. At least I hope so. Okay, because in the chest there are now some smooth stones, so I could create some outlines, some construction for my, and some pillars and some hallmarks and whatnot for my terminal. I'm sorry. I'm currently totally confused and I'm not quite sure why, but okay. Let me now continue adding some glass panes to this. I think this is the best solution. Oh, the sun is already setting. This is the best solution to do something before I'm getting stuck. And yeah, so the Antares rocket will launch on Monday, and they will deliver some supplies to the International Space Station. This is pretty cool. And in contrast to the to the Dragon capsule, the Antares, or no, the Cygnus spacecraft has no heat shield at all, so the Cygnus spacecraft can't deliver or can't bring back some experiments and some results from the International Space Station. It will just decay in the atmosphere, and so it's also used as some kind of trash bin or anything like this. So they, at the end of the mission of the Cygnus spacecraft, they basically fill up the Cygnus spacecraft with all the unused material and waste and unused experiments and so on. And well, then they release the Cygnus spacecraft and it will re-enter the atmosphere, and by doing so it will destroy all the trash from the International Space Station. And well, this is also a nice concept. So yeah, we do have the Antares rocket launch on Monday. Let me just see the GMT. It would be 22:45 GMT. So as usual, please do the conversion on your own, because you know the deal. I'm not able to provide you with enough information about the conversion of the time zones. And yeah, then we do have a launch. Oh well, let's talk about the Cygnus spacecraft a little bit longer, because the Cygnus spacecraft is scheduled to dock to the International Space Station on, I think it was November 2nd, and they are doing this launch so early, or they have scheduled this launch so early, because they like to have some more dates available in case that there is an issue or that the weather is not good enough, so that they have to scrap the mission and that they have to find another launch date. And for this purpose, they are here trying to launch their Antares spacecraft as early as possible. And well, this is pretty cool. And then on Wednesday, we do have two launches. At first, we do have a Soyuz launch, a Soyuz spacecraft, but a Progress launch will take place on what I'm doing here. What? I think this is high enough at first. Then I'm confused. How do I want to do this building? Then I think I need to create here some blocks. The interior, I like to fill up the interior with these slabs, with these half slabs. And yeah, so now I need to, let me just see, fill up these parts with moose stone at first, I guess. I think this is the right way. At least I hope so. And well, I'm getting totally confused again. I was talking about a Soyuz launch, so a Progress capsule will be launched. The Progress capsule is also a supply mission to the International Space Station, a Russian supply mission to the International Space Station. This is pretty cool, and I'm not quite sure when the Progress spacecraft is scheduled to be docked to the International Space Station, but the launch will take place on Wednesday. And on Wednesday we do have also an Atlas V rocket launch, and this rocket launch will deliver, I think it were one or two new GPS satellites. So this is also pretty cool. And yeah, I think this wraps up all the upcoming rocket launches. This is pretty cool. And then let me just think about what do I like to do. Okay, I like to get to this height. I think this could be good. Now I need some dirt. And then it was still in this week, we had a partial solar eclipse Ark. I did it on the wrong place. This is bad. This is really bad. I placed there... Yeah, this is totally wrong. This is totally wrong. This is not good. So I have to remove this once again. Can I? Okay. I'm so confused with the building process. So confused. Yeah, there was a partial solar eclipse in there on the western side of America. This was pretty cool. And they had again some live coverage, or NASA had some live coverage. This was pretty interesting, and it was very interesting to follow this live webcast and to see how the moon was moving in front of the sun. And yeah, this is all the time. Ooh, I'm dropping down. Yes, and this is all the time pretty special when you think about this because, um, well, there's the celestial body called the moon, and then there is the celestial body called the Sun, and our Earth, or the size of the Moon, and the distance from the Earth to the Moon and to the Sun, is exactly at the right scale, so that the Moon can potentially cover up the whole Sun. So yeah, this is pretty interesting when you think about the different scales, and that the scales of the celestial bodies need also to be in the right distance to us. And so this is really interesting when you then start to think about the whole thing, which is all involved into the thing, into creating a solar eclipse, or a lunar eclipse or anything like this. So yeah, this is really interesting. And yeah, I feel right now a little bit stuck because I have all the time the feeling that I'm running in circles, and that I'm not really productive. And as usual, I have the slight feeling that I'm always doing strange and stupid things. And yeah, I'm not quite sure. This is currently confusing me, and so I'm not quite sure if this episode is so interesting or if this is just a chaotic episode. And well, what else is going on? Let's try to create some more productive things. Yeah. I'm currently in my Kerbal Space Program Let's Play series. I'm making good progress because I'm currently still in the season called Career Mode, and in the Career Mode season, I like to finish or like to visit all the different celestial bodies. And currently, I finished the landing on all the different celestial bodies available in the Kerbal system. And well, this is pretty amazing. This is pretty cool. And now I'm on the return flights, and I'm about to deliver all the signs I've gathered during my missions. And then I have already some cool new ideas in mind. So I think after I manage to return with all my different missions, I will start basically the next season, because well, the first season was the the thingy, the space plane episode. So I did a lot of airplane and space plane things. And then the second episode was about their career mode and unlocking all the different parts, performing science and unlocking them in the tech tree and so on. This was pretty interesting. And after I finished this, I will start the third season. And I don't want to spoil it right now, but I think I have pretty nice ideas I like to do, and I'm really looking forward to this, to start working on this. But right now, as I said, we are currently on the process of returning back home, and well, it's quite interesting, and a lot of interplanetary missions are involved, and it's pretty interesting to see, because over time more and more missions are arriving back home at the Kerbal Space Center, or back home at Kerbin. And in this case, yeah, they are returning back home. This is pretty cool. But when you think about, okay, during the first part of the, or during the early days, or however you like to call it, of the space program, we were just doing some orbital flights. We were flying to the moon, and well, flying to the moon is only a couple of hours in the Kerbal Space Program universe, or even flying to Minmus is only 1 day or so. And then you are suddenly in the interplanetary mission, and I think the last mission that will be left over will be the return flight from Ilu, and Ilu is so far out that I'm not quite sure. I think the return flight will be more than a whole year, and because all the other different missions will be probably returned back home to Kerbin or are on their last days of their return flight, then I suddenly have to skip maybe a complete year in the Kerbal Space Program universe because here I like to finish off the whole exploration, and this is also pretty strange how fast suddenly the time will pass by. On the other hand, I don't want to start off with season 3 because at first I really like to wrap up all the things. So I think the best solution or the best way I can deal now with this is to here basically jump a whole year ahead in order to return with the long duration missions. And well, this is also pretty interesting and pretty challenging. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this and to start working on the new episode. And now, speaking about new episodes, this new episode, since I did the short break because I spent the last week in Berlin, the first episode since this time of Kerbal, no, not of Kerbal Space Program, of Coffee Break in Minecraft comes also to an end. And yeah, now let me grab some food like this. Can I then do something? I have some bones. I can store them in my chest. I have some more dirt. I have a golden helmet. What should I do with this golden helmet? Okay, so far so good. The sun is setting, and we had, as usual, a very confusing coffee break. I had a lot of fun. We made some progress with the terminal, although I got all the time confused and I wasn't quite sure if I'm doing it the right way. And yeah, so as I said, next week 3 rocket launches, pretty interesting. Keep watching them, and yeah, I think this wraps up everything. I hope you like this, and I hope you will be joining me in the next coffee break when we continue with whatever will happen. In this case, until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!